For more on the Mar-a-Lago raid, we are now joined by former FBI special agent and CIA officer Tracy Walder. Tracy, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Natasha.
You know, this was the highest profile raid of its kind, a former American president's personal residence, and the FBI search warrant identified 3 federal crimes that the Justice Department is looking at as part of the investigation. So we're talking about violations of the Espionage Act, obstruction of justice, and criminal handling of government records. What can you tell us about a warrant of this type? How serious is this investigation, and what does it mean for the former president?
So a warrant of this nature and a warrant of this scope and a warrant of this stature really is incredibly serious. Really at the FBI, the key information is really going to be in that affidavit, and I'm not sure that we're ever going to see it. And really that affidavit contains all of the evidence, whether it is witness testimony, phone tapping, those kinds of things that would then allow a judge to issue that search warrant. And, really at the FBI, you don't get that search warrant unless you really have a solid amount of evidence, particularly in a case like this. If anything, they probably would show a bit of deference towards President Trump.
Well, and in your experience, can you speak to that? How would the team have prepared to execute a search warrant like this? What would it have actually looked like?
So typically, you can go in for a search warrant anytime between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. In this case, they went in towards the later part of that. At the FBI, we regularly would knock and announce, right at 6 a.m. And in that case, that was kind of showing deference to him, saying, look, we aren't going to come in there at 6 a.m., sort of with all of our FBI attire on, the bulletproof vests, the jackets that you see. Those are all things that we typically do wear when we conduct a search warrant. And in this case, the FBI came in really wearing suits. They did this quietly as to not try to draw attention to themselves.
That's really interesting. The deference part of this is something I hadn't heard before. I do want to ask about the impact, because in the wake of the Mar-a-Lago raid, there has been an increase in threats of violence against federal law enforcement. And we just saw this past week, an armed man was killed by police hours after he tried to breach the Cincinnati FBI office. So what must be done to keep these agents safe amid heightened tensions now?
So I think there's kind of 2 things that need to be done. The first thing that needs to be done is monitoring these threats. And really where we're seeing, I would say 90% of them is online through, I believe the gentleman who was killed in Ohio was seen on Gab, sort of planning this event. He was known to the FBI at that time. 8kun, 4chan, those kinds of channels that we know are regularly used by folks to coordinate these types of things really, really, really need to be monitored. Also, Homeland Security did issue an intelligence bulletin recently, I think today, and that would provide more protection towards FBI. I know we're seeing a lot right now in terms of doxing with their names that appeared on the warrant being put out there. You're able to find their address. I believe security has been increased around Merrick Garland as well.
And what would you tell your team if this attempted breach happened under your watch?
Gosh, that's a really good question. I think, the only thing that you can tell them is to be vigilant, to be aware, to over-report any threats that you see. Don't second guess yourself. If you see something, say something. It's better to be overly cautious than not report anything at all.
Tracy Walder, always great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.